Aya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I wanted to thank you for joining us today. We wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Singhadev Bhagavan, Jagannath Pradesh, Shishi Gonitai, Tutsiman, Vidas Thakur, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So we're starting now on the 8th canto of the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. So very brief overview of the 8th canto. So Srila Prabhupada, his introduction to this Bhagavatam, he says like this, which is a very interesting introduction. First of all, let me offer my humble, respectful obeisances onto the lotus feet of my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. Sometime in the year 1935, when His Divine Grace was staying at Radhakund, I went to see him from Bombay. At that time, he gave me many important instructions in regard to constructing temples and publishing books. He personally told me that publishing books is more important than constructing temples. Very interesting how Prabhupada is explaining this. Of course, those same instructions remained in my mind for many years. In 1944, I began publishing my Back to Godhead. When I retired from family life in 1958, I began publishing Srimad Bhagavatam in Delhi. When 3 parts of Srimad Bhagavatam had been published in India, I then started for the USA on the 13th of August 1965. I am continuously trying to publish books as suggested by my spiritual master. Now in the year 1976, I have completed the 7th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, and the summary of the 10th canto has already been published as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Still, the 8th canto, 9th canto, 10th canto, 11th canto, and 12th canto are yet to be published. On this occasion, therefore, I am praying to my spiritual master to give me strength to finish this work. I am neither a great scholar nor a great devotee. I am simply a humble servant of my spiritual master, and to the best of my ability, I am trying to please him by publishing these books with the cooperation of my disciples in America. Fortunately, scholars all over the world are appreciating these publications. Let us cooperatively publish more and more volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam just to please His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So this is such a wonderful prayer. And of course, he finished, more or less finished anyway, the Srimad Bhagavatam, translating it and publishing it before he left the planet. So summary of the brief overview of the 8th canto. 8th canto of the Bhagavatam prominently presents the theme of Manvantara, the reign of Manu. Manus are the administrators of the universe, appointed by the Supreme Lord. There are 14 Manus who rule in one kalpa, one day of Lord Brahma, that spans over 1,000 Chaturi Yugas, i.e., a combination of the 4 yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapa, and Kali. Thus, each Manu rules for about 71 Chaturi Yugas. In every Manvantara, there are 6 kinds of personalities who manage various functions of the universe. There's the Manu, there's the sons of the Manus, they populate the universe, the demigods who help administer, Indra, the king of heaven, the 7 great sages, Saptarishis, and the Manvantara of the Lord. And that is an incarnation. So these are the 6 types of people who manage the various functions of the universe. In the beginning of this canto, having heard in detail about the reign of the first Manu, Swayambhu Manu, Parikshit asks Sukadeva Goswami to describe the Supreme Lord's pastimes in other Manvantaras. Thus, Sukadeva Goswami describes 6 types of main persons in each of the 14 manvantras in the current day of Brahma and elaborates uh, selected pastimes of the Lord in some manvantara. A brief of the canto is as follows. The Swayambhu Manu, the first Manu, is in the current day of Brahma, renounces his kingdom, goes to the forest, worships Krishna. He offers prayers glorifying the Lord as a supreme proprietor and master and super soul, transcendental to material existence. Manu thus instructs all his descendants, the human beings, to seek shelter of Krishna and avoid material bondage. While Manu is in trance, some hungry demons come to devour him, and Lord Yagya appears and kills them, having described Swayambhu Manu's renunciation. Sukadeva Goswami mentions that 6 types of personalities in the first Manvantaras and informs Parikshit that in the fourth Manvantara, Lord Hari protects Gajendra, the king of the elephants, from the attack of a crocodile. Parikshit becomes eager to hear the story of Gajendra in great detail. Hearing that in the sixth Manvantara, the Lord enjoyed the pastimes of churning the milk ocean, Parikshit requests Sukadeva Goswami to elaborate that episode. Once out of pride, once out of pride, Indra actually offended his spiritual master, who had given him a gift of a garland. But Indra gave that garland to Airavat, who was his carrier, the elephant. And the elephant doesn't know too much about the value of this prasad that came from Brihaspati. So he just threw it away. So then Brihaspati became angry with Indra and cursed him. And not cursed him, he just walked away. This decreases him. This basically made the demigods lose their power, their position in heaven, and to the demons, who were obedient towards their guru. And their guru was Sukaracharya. So, accompanied by defeated demigods, they offered prayers to Lord Vishnu. They praised Lord Vishnu's divine attributes. And eventually, Lord Vishnu appeared to them, and he spoke to them that, why don't you make a truce with the demons and begin to churn the ocean of milk? From the ocean of milk, there will be so many wonderful things that come, especially the nectar of immortality. So you should go to the demons and suggest this truce. And that's what the demigods did. They went and they went to the demons, and then they organized this truce with the demons, and then we'll see what happens. So let's go into Canto 1, Chapter 1, Canto 8, Chapter 1, entitled "The Manus, Administrators of the Universe." After hearing description of the dynasty of Swayambhu Manu until the end of the 7th canto, Parikshit desired to know about the other Manus. Sukadeva Goswami explained that in the present day of Brahma, 6 Manus had already passed. So this is where we are. 6 Manus have passed. And we are in the 7th Manu. Swayambhu Manu had 2 daughters named Akuti and Devahuti. From their wombs, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared as 2 sons named Yagyamurti and Kapil. So Kapil we've talked about a lot. Right? Yeah, the mother is Devahuti. These sons were entrusted with preaching about religion and knowledge. The activities of Kapil, the son of Devahuti, has already been described, and now Sukadeva Goswami describes the activities of Yagyapati, the son of Akuti, Swambhu Manu, after having 5 children, being detached from material life, renounced his kingdom. He went with his wife to the forest to perform austerities. He stood on one leg for 100 years on the banks of river Sunanda. Swambhu Manu's meditation and prayers were as follows. The Lord alone exists before creation and after annihilation. He knows everyone, but no one knows him. He lives in everyone's heart as a supersoul, the best friend, seeing all, but no one can see him. Therefore, everyone should worship the supersoul. He is the ultimate truth, the creator of the universe, yet he remains untouched by material activities. Since he is never entangled, his devotees who follow him are also never entangled. While Manu was in trance, Rakshasas and Asuras, being very hungry, came after him to devour him. The Supreme Lord appeared as Yagyapati, killed the demons and Rakshasas. He then took the post of Indra and began to rule the heavenly kingdom. The son of Agni, named Swaroshisha, became the second Manu. The third Manu, Uttama, was the son of King Priyavrat. The third Manu was the son of Priyavrat. The brother of the third Manu, Uttama, was named Tamasha, and he became the fourth Manu. In this Manvantara, Lord Vishnu took birth from the womb of Harini, the wife of Hari Mehta, and he is known as Hari. So this is a little idea of the different Manus. So we have Swambhu, Swaroshisha, Uttama, Tamasha, and then the different demigods who are prevalent in this age, in this Manu's period. Then we have the Manu Putra, the sons of the Manu, and they are responsible for also populating the universe. Then we have the Sura Ishwar, so the Supreme Lord. Oh no, Indra, the Indra. This is Yagya is Indra at that time. Rochana, Satyajit, Trishikha. Then we have the sages, the Saptarishis, Marichi, etc. Then we have the incarnations, the Manvantara incarnations, Amsh avatar. Amsh means a partial incarnation. So we have Kapil in and Yagya in Swambhu Manu. Then we have Vibhu, and then we have Rishi Vedasira. Then we have in the third Manvantara Satyashena. We don't even aware of these. And then in the fourth we have Hari, as was just mentioned. And what are the Lord's activities? They teach both religion and knowledge. Yagya kills demons, as we saw, as we heard. In the second Manvantara, he taught self-control, austerity to 88,000 sages. In the third, killed miscreants who troubled the jivas. In the fourth, he saved Gajendra from the crocodile. So that's what Sukadeva Goswami explains to Parikshit Maharaj. Hari saved his devotee Gajendra, the king of the elephants, from the mouth of a crocodile. So chapter 2, because that interested Parikshit. So it's entitled The Elephant, Gajendra's Crisis, because he wanted to know more about that. There is a very large mountain called Trikuta, which is surrounded by an ocean of milk. Its 3 principal peaks are made of iron, silver, and gold, and many waterfalls create beautiful sounds. It is a favorite spot for the inhabitants of the higher planets. Trikuta mountain belonging to the great devotee Varun. So Varun is the devata in charge of water, oceans. Has many lakes and rivers with beaches covered by small jams resembling grains of sand. There was one special lake full of swans and golden lotus flowers, having trees which gave fruits and flowers in all seasons. The king of the elephants, Gajendra, once wandered towards a lake in Trikuta mountain with his female elephants. On his way, he broke many plants, creepers, thickets, and trees, not caring for their piercing thorns, simply by catching scent of the elephant. All the other elephants, the tigers, other ferocious animals such as lions, rhinoceros, great serpents, flee in fear. Surrounded by the herds, other elephants, Gajendra made Trikutta mountain tremble all round because of the weight of his body. Afflicted by thirst, he soon arrived at the banks of the lake, entered the lake, bathed thoroughly, and was relieved of fatigue. Mhm. However, a strong crocodile was angry at the elephant and unexpectedly attacked the elephant's leg in the water. Now, the elephant is very strong in the land, but in water, crocodiles are very strong as well. Gajendra tried to free himself from the jaws of the crocodile, but could not. None of the other elephants could help Gajendra, even though they tried, grasping him from behind. For 1,000 years, the elephant and crocodile fought in the water. Even the demigods were surprised seeing their fight. Gajendra was very strong, but not in his natural position. In the water, the crocodile is very strong, being in its natural position. Practicing bhakti is like fighting with the Maya crocodile. Because we are in the natural kingdom of Maya and we are trying to practice bhakti. So you could argue that we're a little bit like the elephant trying to practice bhakti in the land of crocodile. We should not be in a position in which our strength, enthusiasm, and senses will be unable to fight rigorously. To keep oneself fit, one must place oneself in the normal condition of life. So that means we try to keep away from Maya, if it's possible. And what would constitute a normal condition will not be the same for everyone. Therefore, there are divisions of varnashram. That's why society is divided into different systems. Like we have the Brahmins, the Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and we have the Brahmachari, the Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and we have the Sannyas. If one is unable to perform bhakti in the renounced order due to being agitated sexually, one can take shelter of Krishna by becoming a householder. But one should not stop fighting the crocodile of Maya. This is a very interesting analogy. When Gajendra realized that he was losing the battle and thought for a long time, being afraid of being killed, he surrendered to the Supreme Lord. Such a decision is not reached by grossly sinful people. Once the pious can decide to seek shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, the pious can decide to seek shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna in a dangerous situation. Chapter 3. Gajendra's prayers of surrender. These are very powerful prayers. This is an elephant, right? But he chanted a mantra he remembered from his previous life. Even a person engaged in bhakti who is down, he will in due course of time or in a future life remember the Lord. So every devotee should practice chanting the mantra perfectly. Of course, devotees should try to perfect one's Krishna consciousness in this life. But even if there's some circumstantial fall down, the practice of Krishna consciousness never goes in vain. So his prayers. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Person, Vasudeva. May he give me protection. Who he is, the root cause of everyone, is the origin. He's different from the cause and the result. Although everything emanates from him, he's a supreme energy. He's the supreme cause and the supreme result. So here we're saying different from the cause and result, but he's also the supreme cause and the supreme result. the observer, the witness of everything, yeah. Supreme energetic. The above situation of dense darkness, when he's above the situation of dense darkness, when the universe is annihilated, he's transcendental. He's not understood even by the demigods of the great sages, and certainly not by those who are unintelligent like animals. So he himself was an animal, but Gajendra remembered his prayer from his previous life. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has no material birth, activities, name, form, qualities, or faults. All his forms are free from material energy, and he acts wonderfully. He is a witness in everyone's heart who enlivens the individual soul. He's realized by pure devotees who perform bhakti yoga. He gives pure happiness. Therefore, I offer my respect unto him to fulfill the purpose for which this material world is created and destroyed. He comes in the form of a human being like Lord Ram or Lord Krishna in his original internal potency. He comes as the Lord's fierce form as Nrsimhadev, as an animal, Varaha, as Lord Dattatreya, who preaches impersonalism, Lord Buddha, and all other incarnations. Without the Lord's mercy, one cannot solve the problems of doubt. No one can solve the problems of doubt. The material world is like a shadow resembling him. Indeed, one accepts this material world is real because it gives a glimpse of his existence. So this material world is real because we are participating in the energy of the Supreme Lord. But this energy is the inferior energy. And somehow we have become caught in this inferior energy. But we have to somehow connect to the superior energy, and that is the Lord. The Lord is a shelter of all Vedic knowledge and for all transcendentalists. Because such advanced souls are transcendental, the Lord personally appears in their pure minds. Although a devotee may externally not be well educated, because of his or her bhakti, the Lord gives enlightenment from within, even without going through the Vedic literatures. So Gajendra is an elephant. Elephants are not necessarily most intelligent. They can remember, but they're not necessarily intelligent. But this is a very nice prayer because of bhakti. Bhakti surpasses everything, including intelligence. Gajendra further prays, since an animal such as me has surrendered unto you who are supremely liberated, certainly you will release me from this dangerous position. In this world, everyone is in the bodily concept of life, is a pashu, an animal. So even humans, actually, if they don't understand the dangerous position that we are in this world, then we are no better than the animal. Everyone is attacked by the crocodile of material existence and is suffering the consequences of bondage. So everyone should pray to the Lord, like Gajendra, for deliverance. The Lord is extremely difficult to attain for those who are too attached to mental concoction, home, relatives, friends, money, servants, and assistants. After worshipping the Lord, those who are interested in the four principles of religion, economic development, sense gratification, liberation, or, obtain from him what they desire. Indeed, sometimes the Lord gives a spiritual body to such ambitious worshippers. He never disappoints. Pure devotees do not desire material objects because they have the wealth of surrender to the Lord. Their happiness in glorifying the Lord is much greater than which is obtained by natural boons. But when there is no alternative, being fully dependent on the Lord's mercy, they may circumstantially pray for some boon with regret. So ideally, we should try to just pray to the Lord, please let me always remember you and not forget you. Let me always be in the association of devotees. But sometimes we may pray, like here, Gajendra is praying, please protect me from this crocodile. So the Lord, he will fulfill that desire. There are two types of expansions of the Lord, minor and major. Minor forms are like jivas, like Brahma and others, when they are not the Lord personally. Major expansions are Matsya, Kurma, and others who are always the Supreme Lord. Gajendra, not wanting to live after being released from the crocodile's grip, prays as follows. May the Supreme Lord give me liberation from this present danger and from materialistic way of the life. Unalloyed devotees who have no desire other than to serve the Lord, worship him in full surrender, and always hear and chant about his activities. I, however, am in danger. I am asking for a benediction. Gajendra is thinking. I do not know how to perform bhakti, but because I am an animal and in great danger now. So I just offer respects with my mind to whatever I see in the universe. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the creator of the universe, the Virat Roop, the universe, the supreme, the super soul who is seen in the core of the hearts by perfect mystics. He offers his obeisances to the Supreme Lord, by whose illusory energy, the Jiva, who is part and parcel of God, forget his eternal identity because of bodily concept of life. He also offers obeisances to the protector of the surrendered souls who control the senses, to the Supreme Lord whose glories are difficult to understand. Okay, so when the king of the elephants was describing the supreme authorities without mentioning any particular person, he did not invoke the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, and Chandra. Thus, none of them approached him. The demigods, who are the Lord's expansions, thought, Gajendra is asking help of the Supreme, who is above all of us. He didn't praise us at all, but rather belittled us, calling us minor expansions. So let the Supreme Lord, whom he praised, come for him. But the Lord doesn't appear immediately, so the elephant will die. Thus the demigods showed indifference to Gajendra out of false identity. This is incredible. However, because Lord Hari is a supreme super soul, Purushottam, the personality of Godhead, he appeared before Gajendra after understanding the awkward condition of Gajendra. Lord Hari appeared with great speed, since the demigods considered Gajendra's prayers to be directed towards the Supreme Lord. They felt offended, and this in itself was offensive. Consequently, when the Lord went there, they also went and offered prayers to the Lord, so that the offense may be excused. So this is the Lord Vishnu coming to protect Gajendra, who is being attacked by the crocodile. Gajendra offers a flower. This is such a phenomenal act that took place. When Gajendra saw the Lord, he took a lotus flower in his trunk and he said, "Oh, my Lord Narayan, Master of the universe, O Supreme Lord, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you." The Lord then got down from the back of Garud, pulled the elephant and the crocodile from the water. He then severed with the crocodile's mouth from its body with his disc, thus saving Gajendra. So there you go. He uses his chakra, kills Gajendra, the crocodile. And of course, the crocodile is no ordinary person. And Gajendra is also no ordinary person. So, I wanted to stop there. We can continue tomorrow. Any questions? Any comments?
Hare Krishna.
Oh, okay, carry on.
Yeah, just
I ask
Prabhuji.
afterward.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Prabhuji, this lila, does it take place not on the material world, isn't it?
As far as I know, it's in this special place. It's in the material world,
The material world.
but it's in a special place, which is, what is it? It was described a little earlier It's probably in the heavens, if anywhere. It's very special. There you go. Trikuta Mountain, which is surrounded by the ocean of milk. So it's something that's in one of the other dweeps. Ours
Yes.
is the ocean of salt, but this is the ocean of milk. So it's in one of the other dweepas. Yeah. But in the material world, yes.
This was in the material, not in the spiritual world.
Not in the spiritual world. Definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
No, thank you. Thank you. Prabhupada?
Yes, Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
How are you today? All right.
Yeah, not too
Yeah,
bad.
I just went to Tesco, came home a bit
Oh,
late. So
sure, sure,
I missed some of it.
sure.
It's fine. I'll just use it. I'll listen YouTube. You
Thank
know this Gajendra story,
Hmm.
I've heard so many times,
Right, right.
even radio, in the
Okay.
books,
Hmm.
and when you do your satsang,
Hmm.
it always be heard the
Yes.
Gajendra story all the time. So is it, now this is the question, is this true that it really did happen
Hmm.
to Gajendra?
Yep, yep, it is. According to the Srimad Bhagavad Puran,
And when did it happen? Like
this happened.
before
Hmm. It happened in this time in the fourth Manvantara, fourth Manu, sorry.
so
Uh,
is it like 300 years ago, or
oh, long time, millions of years ago.
oh, but this story still carry on?
Still carry, yeah, because the Bhagavatam recalls it, but not just Bhagavad Puran, many
Yeah,
Purans have this story. Yes.
yeah, many Puran they have this story.
Yes.
Even the katha, the people who come to do katha from abroad, and
Ha,
they do the katha here in all the in the halls, and they do bring out this Gajendra story
correct,
every time. Yeah.
correct, correct.
So
It's
now you are telling this happened, but it happened long time ago.
very, very long time. Very, very long time.
Yeah, but it's good to hear again and again. But I
Yeah.
was just thinking, is it just made up, or is it just
No,
uh,
according to
it,
Bhagavatam, this is actually,
it did happen,
yeah,
and Gajendra was the elephant, but from his previous life, he remembered the Vishnu,
prayer. That's
and
right.
then he started chanting, and
Yeah.
then Vishnu come and help,
Yes.
and all his families came out from the water.
Yes, that's right. Even the
But
female elephants. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, female elephant didn't help him.
Nobody could help him. Even the devatas, they were a little proud. They were thinking, oh, Gajendra, he's asking Vishnu to protect him. So let Vishnu come. And he's
Oh,
insulted us. He's saying we are minor, but actually we are very powerful. We could help him. So they didn't
yeah,
even help him. But then Vishnu came. Vishnu
yeah.
heard his prayer.
And in the end, you saw one photograph in which, here, look, the crocodile is
Hmm.
seen in a manwood,
He's actually a
and
devata.
even
Yeah. He was
Gajendra is seen in a manwood. So
correct.
who they both are?
Ah, that's a good question. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if that's explained. I think it might be
Is,
explained. But
is
there
it
was
from their previous life?
yes, previous lives. Correct, correct, correct.
All right.
Right.
Anyway, Hare
Mm.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you very much, and Praveen. Okay, if there's nothing else, we can stop. Srimad Bhagavad Puran ki jai, Indra ki jai, Lord Vishnu ki jai.